in a metal video. Yep.
Did you see on Twitter that Chainsaw wanted to be back on?
Yeah, I was yelling at him.
Fucking ass.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
All right.
YouTube is just not working. There we go. Check. Fuck. YouTube is just not working. Finally. There we go.
Yeah.
So happy. Finally. Yeah. So happy. Ah, fuck. Now we're having those issues again. Pissing me off. All right, I think that's better. Boom. All right. You ready for this shit, man? You good? You still trying to get your lighting? Oh, fuck. Trying to get your lighting situation going?
Yeah. I think it is what it is.
I can see your face.
I know. There's just no lights in here. We just all have lamps. There's not a light in this room.
Oh, I hate when that happens. All right, let me pop this chat back open. Do you want to have the chat open? Actually, that's a good idea. Can I write a message in here? No. Close.
We can invite people into the Zoom meeting as just participants, and then they can.
Yeah, we might have to start doing that. That might be better.
But that
for future, that would help for guests, especially.
It just wouldn't buzz them when we went live.
No, I mean to have people on as guests, it might make sense to do a Zoom thing with everybody.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I'm sending you a link to the chat room. Just open it in a browser so you can view the chatness. Good. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Got beer. I saw Be Kind Rewind again recently.
I quoted that the other day.
It's my favorite picture.
It's my favorite movie. Oh.
There's been an awakening.
Hey.
Have you felt it?
It pauses your stuff when I talk about it.
Bob.
Hello, what have we here?
These guys are so
I don't think that link worked.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Sure.
Thanks C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy. I'm Mopar.
I'm Commander Cody.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Rogue Squadron Podcast, episode 144,000. Who fucking knows? No one keeps track anymore
I feel
anyways.
like 144,000 is some particular number of something. I don't know why. It sounds so familiar in my head.
144,000.
Like, pi is 3.14. 144,000 has to be something. Number of clones.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Obviously, this is Rogue Squadron Podcast. This is our second remote interview. You can see Mopar's in a closet about to record a metal vocal track with this Pink Floyd flag in the background, broadcasting across the galaxy from Pennsylvania.
Fucking around over here. I don't know where it's going on or why I'm here.
You got the light situated there?
I don't know. There's shadows all over the place. It looks like a Tim Burton movie over here.
Shadows behind the shadows. Oh, man. Dude, I feel after that technological setup disaster and the length of the day that we should probably do the beer first. You think? You have any pleasantries you need to dive into?
No. Actually, I do. I want to let you guys know that we have revamped our Patreon page.
We have.
So if you guys are listening and love the show and you want to support the podcast, you guys can head on over there. And I mean, literally $1, $2, $5, $15, whatever you guys have. A couple bucks a month goes a long way. So head on over there. What is it? Patreon.com/Rogue Squad Pod.
It is indeed.
You guys can get signed up. But a special bonus that I'm going to start doing for our Patreon listeners only.
Please, God, no.
Please, Anakin, yes.
Please don't.
I'm going to start making videos more of like so you guys understand who I am, where we are, what the fuck happened, what the fuck, how did I and all of it.
No one wants to understand who you are.
I'm going to be, well, so what it's going to be is just past experiences, what I've been through, where I've been, where I've lived, who I've lived with. It's crazy shit. I actually have like a list of 15 things that, I mean, there's near-death experiences on there to moving disasters. I mean, there's a bunch of shit. That so if you guys are interested in learning more about myself, and I mean, obviously, I'm going to be talking about Commander a little bit in certain stories and shit.
How dare you?
But you guys can head on over there, and they'll be available to all of our Patreon follower members. So,
also, what we decided to do is to throw, I don't know if this is a reward or a punishment, but throw our patrons. What's the word for that?
Patrons. You're right.
Squadronites. We're throwing people into our crazy group text that we have with Lord Kerner and Tommy Boy and some other people. So, apologies to everyone. This is going to get crazy real quick. So that, and then I feel like there was one more thing. Oh yeah, well, there's like a group club fucking thing on Xbox One that I just discovered. So I made a group. It's called Rogue Squadron, and we'll throw you in there too if you play Xbox. We don't have PlayStation. Sorry.
Yeah. So if there's any Battlefield players out there that want to just wreck and dominate, you guys can head on over to Patreon.
Especially because soon, as everyone knows, we're going to be getting
Battlefront 2,
which we're going to talk a little bit about that as well as we divulge, expunge. The fuck words are you going to make up for today?
Convulge. I don't know. Let's divide ourselves into this this brew over here.
That's a
I
good
don't know what
place to
Commander
start.
has, but
actually, so somebody popped up. We have a little group chat going on Instagram right now. Somebody threw in, can't remember who it was because there's like 14 of us now, this new Stone Tangerine Express IPA.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't want a whole 6-pack. I just wanted, just a tall one of these mofos. So I saw the Stone, I saw this, and I grabbed it. The other option was like a double IPA, which was 9 or 10%, and I wasn't really feeling that. So I grabbed this instead. I haven't had like a fruity IPA for a while, so I picked it up. What about you? What you got?
Mine's called Pub Beer. Oh.
Classic.
It's a white can, and it literally says Pub Beer, and that's about it.
Is Pub the name of the brewing company?
No, right under it in small letters, it says 10 Barrel Brewing Company. So they literally went, marketing was perfect. I don't know if they fired the marketing manager. It literally is just a white can with black lettering, and there's nothing fucking else on here.
They pour their entire marketing budget
it was just like
into the beer.
Looked like nothing else. So
yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know if it's even local. I doubt it. Let's see here. Bend, Oregon. So I'm it's kind of local, only about 45 hours away.
Light years away. That is the exact type of branding that some hippie brewery in Oregon would try to do. Make it look like it came out of some Wisconsin mechanic's garage.
Yeah, it just looks like it's a beer out of a cartoon or something that they can't like put actual designs on there because they'll get sued. So they're just like, we'll just put beer on this can and we'll fucking sell it. So.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I'm gonna from angle right into it.
You once again not pouring? Okay, all right, here we go.
I've already had this. I have a broken up 6-pack over here, so I have 4 left.
Woo, man. Wow. I was not expecting that. It's strong. It's bitter.
What weren't you expecting?
It's bitter as hell. So usually like it's like the New Belgium Citradelic.
Yeah.
It's not as bitter because the focus is the added tangerine flavor. Mm-hmm. This is literally one of the most bitter IPAs you've ever had, plus tangerine.
Well, what'd you expect, Stone? What the fuck, man?
It's a nice compliment. The tangerine that's in there. It says tangerine and pineapple.
Oh, that's it. Pineapple in a beer?
Yeah, tangerine and pineapple. What are the IBUs? It doesn't tell me, of course.
1,000.
It is 6.7%, so a little higher than average, but really not that much. Let me see.
I make myself laugh just thinking about shit. So I was at work this week, and we sell just different products, but we were at a customer, and I asked him, hey Jimmy, how many of these pieces do you need? He's like 1,100, and walked the fuck away. Just like 1,100. That's never been uttered ever. Other than like a 3-year-old, 1,100. That's as many as I can think.
1,100.
1,100.
I love it. Right. Just me. I'm looking for the IBUs in this beer, and it's not listed.
This doesn't even have anything on it. It just says pub beer. I don't know what the fuck I'm. Oh, it does say 5% alcohol by volume, and it's a lager.
75 IBUs.
That's really not even that high.
That is high. The scale's 0 to 100.
Yeah, but I know Stone makes ones that are 100 plus.
Well,
so
100,000.
1,100.
1,100. Whenever you said. How was yours?
Mine's very, very bland. It's just a straight drinking beer. There's nothing special about it. It goes down fairly easily. It's not like as smooth as like a Miller Lite. Mm-hmm. Now, listen, we like Miller Lite. So when I say as smooth as a Miller Lite, I'm just saying as smooth as basically a watered down beer, an everyday drinking beer. So I'm not trying to shit on like Bud Light or any of it, but this is a little harder to drink than like just a regular old Miller Lite or Coors or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't think there's nothing special about it. So I'm already a hard one. I've had a couple of these the other day. So.
Oh yeah. So
nothing special. Nothing special. Just like the fucking can. But
you didn't even hear that in my headphones. I heard that from across the goddamn landscape of the Midwest. You fucking burp barreling across the hills.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what happened today? Oh yeah, fucking solar eclipse.
Dude, it got cloudy as hell, like right at 2:00. So I saw a little bit of it. It wasn't like crystal clear view, but it happened. Once every 80 years.
About a glimpse of it. It was getting cloudy here too, but it almost helped because the clouds were like filtering out the direct sunlight.
Yeah.
So we could see the eclipse through the clouds, but then there was a big fucking dank cloud that came through and covered all the shit up. But yeah, it got pretty dark because I mean over here it was just a partial eclipse, but still covering up 75% of the sun. It got pretty dark over here.
And I couldn't tell. I thought it was about to storm because it got so dark. Like there's a storm coming in and he better get home quick. But it was just the eclipse.
Yeah.
So like you said a few times when the clouds were super thin, it was kind of being the glasses for you so you can look at it with your bare eyes. But yeah, I didn't see much. But it was cool.
Bare eyes, my cave bear eyes.
Your naked eyes.
Uh-oh.
So I'm your special eyes.
I haven't been able to, my ice bear eyes. What the fuck are we going to talk about today?
Well, you haven't been able to what? What are you talking about?
I haven't been able to play StarCraft yet. I downloaded it last week and just haven't had a chance.
You raved about it on the last episode, but you haven't even touched it.
Well, the other thing is I finally got my full desktop up and running. I was waiting for this goddamn thing. It's called a goddamn mouse, but
I wasn't sure.
Well, obviously I can't use a desktop without a mouse, so I did for whatever reason. This got packed separately from my keyboard, and the mouse and keyboard are one USB Bluetooth thing. So without this, I couldn't fucking do anything. So that's why I've been working off my work computer. So long story short, I got this up and running, and then I had to still download the Blizzard app and all the other shit on
Of course.
this. So it took pretty much all day today.
It's like when you log into your Xbox, you're excited to play Battlefield, and then there's an update, and it's like 6 gigabytes, and it
Dude.
takes like 4 days. On
I've
your
been
guys'
also
old
just
internet, it used to take
kind of
forever.
ragingly mad at the internet speed here. It's either fucking amazing or terrible. There's
hate
like
that.
no in between where it just works.
Yeah, the inconsistency is even worse than a little bit of a slower speed.
Yeah, I would rather have
Constantly
slightly slower
20 or
speed.
something.
Dude, it was it got down to like 0.3 the other day. 0.3 download speed.
.3.
Yeah, everything.
It's not even real.
I was trying to open a fucking web page on my phone. It was just like, you want to try again? Maybe another day or something?
Could be the
So I
router.
went over. Yeah, well, I bought a brand new router for everything. I went over, unplugged it, and replugged it in, and did the whole fucking thing. And it went up to 19, which is average.
Yeah.
But I'm paying for 100. Paying for a goddamn 100.
That's
100,000. 100,000 hundreds.
That's egregious. From 100 to 0.3, that's not even real.
I know. So I might have to give Comdix a call.
Call him up.
Say,
Ask
hey,
him what's
this
going
ain't-
on with the HoloNet.
Yeah. I mean, it's truly unacceptable, you know. If I'm paying for that stuff, it better fucking work yesterday, you know.
I better have all my Battlefield updates downloaded ahead of time, motherfucker.
If I do, and that's I need to redo that. I have my Xbox on the full shut off, so it won't start up and update shit. I just need to break down and do that.
Do it. Break up and do it.
I did it. No, I haven't yet.
So you gave your bland ass beer from Oregon a 1. I guess I should say I'm gonna give mine a 2. As everything with Stone, it's definitely good. It's a good beer. It's as outrageous as you would expect from Stone. It's hard to marry the tangerine flavor. Oh, I gotta take a sip with the bell.
Drank it up, drinkers.
It feels a little too bitter for the fruit flavor that I want from the tangerine. And I hate saying that an IPA is too bitter because I love IPAs. But the balance is slightly off. It's a little too far to the bitter side, not as enough to the... Omar's punching mics and shit over there.
Got triggered for no reason. No, what I'm trying to do is this. So I of course got the shitty mic that we had, or a shitty camera, but it just constantly goes in and out of focus. So I'm trying to fuck it.
You since you're actually using a Windows with a Microsoft camera, you should be able to change the settings.
Oh, I can. It's just I've been focused on the mic. I wanted it to sound good. I just got
And
the camera up
StarCraft.
and running. Again, I had to do everything with the camera to my desktop. I was doing everything with the laptop for the last weekend. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I've been fucking with all that stuff, trying to get it up and running.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what else happened? What do we got today? We got so later on in this episode, we're going to be talking about Battlefront 2. There's new space battle trailer. I did catch a little bit of it. I'm not sure I saw it all, but there's a big thing that we were discussing.
It's a highlight of my Saturday.
Oh yeah, baby.
Dude, it was awesome.
The announcement of the Kenobi film. It's all official. It's going to be happening. Let's see. Gaming. Star Wars Rise to Power mobile strategy game was announced. So we're talking about an app game or what?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to... What's the one you play? Force of Destiny?
Heroes.
Galaxy Heroes?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so you're about to maybe check out this one, see if it's better. It's like there's too many, man. There's so many.
I log in pretty much every day. It's one of those games, man. It's not even like that addicting, but it makes it worth it.
Yeah.
To log in, you get free shit on a daily basis, so it's hard not to just like log in and get all the free shit and log fuck out. But
ooh. Also, Force Friday's coming up, and we got another photo from Ron Howard on the Han Solo film. So we're going to go through a bunch of this shit.
Can I already say that the Han Solo film is going to be my least favorite film of the Star Wars universe?
Worse than Attack of the Clones?
Yeah.
Why? Because Anakin's not in it?
Yeah, there's no Darth Vader. Why the fuck am I going to watch this shit?
It's not in Star Wars, man. Fuck this shit. This ain't my Star Wars.
There better be a Skywalker in it somewhere. That's what Star Wars is.
If it happened after 83, it didn't happen.
Oh, welcome. Our new guest. It's called Bitter Old Bitch.
Yeah. That's my alter ego. When instead of enjoying my favorite franchise ever, I just get pissed at everything. Have you heard? Probably not, because I know you're not on Twitter as much. You're usually on Instagram. There's a few accounts and like groups of people that are Star Wars fans and like making accounts and groups specifically to like protest Disney.
What?
Like Resist Disney is one of them. And they're like trying to push back against Disney owning Star Wars. It's like Disney's ruined it since day one. It's like, what are you doing with your time and your day that you're trying to fight against?
Exactly.
Like, why?
Why are you so salty? I mean, think about it before Disney bought it. Lucas was not doing shit.
It was pretty much done except for some games.
Now we have content to actually bitch about. We have 2 movies so far. We've got like fucking games and shit coming out. What more can you ask for? I don't care if you are struggling to like any part of it. At least you have something to question or criticize, you know?
To add to the fandom, yeah. I mean, we got 2 movies coming out in the next 9 months. 7 months, something like that. Because Han Solo's still coming out in May. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just ad nauseum with these people that just can't find enjoyment in life.
And at some point, I'm sure I was like that about something. Like
we talked about last week about the fucking Pokemon.
Even just when we were teenagers, you and I were in such the metal scene when like a rap song would come on, we wouldn't even listen to the song. We'd just be like, "Yep, it's shit," and then move the fuck on. So I know we've all gone through that. So, but you just gotta open up your goddamn mind and not be a bunghole about everything.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's real. But yeah, I feel what you mean about the Han Solo one. I wasn't crazy excited about it to begin with, but then the director debauchery that we talked about and a bunch of other shit. Let's start there, actually, while we're there. So Ron Howard obviously took over, in case you didn't hear that, and he's been tweeting some behind-the-scenes photos once or twice a week since he took over. And the most recent one was the helmet of those Imperial guys that are manning the Death Star. Those fucking, I should just pull it up because I don't know what I'm talking about. The giant ass black helmets sitting on a console. And I'm just like, is the Empire going to be in this film?
Yeah, that's really fucking weird.
Like,
wow.
Yeah, I don't understand. I guess I didn't expect that at all. I thought it was going to be, I know you've mentioned about Han Solo's origin in the old Legends is that he was a stormtrooper for a while. So like,
I went back and researched that, and I couldn't find where I found that. So maybe Mopar is just speaking falseness into truth,
which is standard for you. But I feel like I've heard that too.
That's what I'm saying. I heard it way back in the day, and it had to be in a book. Maybe there was books that stepping on each other's canon toes. That maybe there's 2.
Here's the
2 origin stories for Han.
Here's a picture if you can see it. Boom, and you obviously can find it on Twitter and shit. Crazy. Yeah, so I didn't expect that at all. I thought it was literally going to be a bunch of smugglers and bounty hunters and bullshit. And yeah.
Well,
I don't know what to expect.
Hear me out, because this
Let me hear it.
I'm just not that interested, and it's basically off of who was it? Stupendous that made the point that they got the fuck out of the original trilogy, killed off Han Solo, and then the first one back is the Han Solo film.
It was either him or Chainsaw. I can't remember.
Yeah, one of them. But it's just kind of ringing in my ears, and I feel like I'm done. I'm done with Han Solo. I was done before episode 7.
Right.
We've had three full movies with this guy, and
3.5.
He's really not that important.
Well,
So like the grand, I don't see like the big flash behind a Han Solo. Like he's a cool character, and he's like one of the most badass in the movie. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't know. I'm just a salty young bitch.
So we got the salty old bitch. We got the salty young bitch.
It's just something that like maybe he started off like a badass, and then the more and more I see him, it's just like he's not that smart. He's not that talented.
He's lucky and he's old.
He's lucky and he's old. He drives a busted piece of junk. He just fucks people over, and then that's him.
tell that's a Contra Club.
Exactly. Contra Club is they're shareholders of mine. I got to look out for their interests.
It could also be something to do with, and I would really be salty if they did this, but when Han's talking to Jabba and referencing back to dropping his shipments at the sign of an Imperial shuttle or whatever the fuck he says, I really hope they don't do that because that's right before A New Hope.
I'm 100% positive that will be part of, at least not maybe the main thing, but that will be part of it. I guarantee you.
But how are they going to have the new... See, the whole reason that I was okay with a new actor was that it's going to be Han Solo like 15 years younger or something. Right. If it's literally like a month or a year before A New Hope, I'm just going to be like, what's the point? Why does every new spinoff have to tie into the original trilogy?
Because that's what Star Wars is.
Yeah, apparently.
Everything has to connect. Because even though we want it, it'll never happen. An old Republic movie will never happen because there's no ties to anything. And if you're outside of Star Wars, no one gives a shit about a Darth Bane book or movie or whatever.
Yeah, I think we gotta remember that. Sometimes we forget when we're in the fandom and like we're all obsessed with Star Wars, we forget how big Star Wars is outside of our group. Like as obsessed as we are about Star Wars, probably the biggest majority of their audience as far as the movies go are other people, and they're only used to episodes 1 through 7 and then Rogue One. Yeah. So they kind of have to play to that if they're gonna make money, which makes me think that they should use their TV shows as an opportunity to delve back into some of that other shit. Hopefully, yeah. So Rebels season 4 is coming out, and once that ends, hopefully they'll announce a new show or move towards the Netflix realm or something like that once Rebels is out of the picture, which can't come soon enough.
Have you kept up with it at all?
Well, I don't think season 4 started yet, but yeah, I've watched the first 3.
I gave up. And I shouldn't have, but it's just too kiddish for me. I struggled all the way through the Clone Wars, and it was like out of like, let's call it a 10 episode season, there was like 6 filler episodes. I was like, I can't do this. It's such a waste of time.
Yeah. I got to the point where I was going through Stupendous and Star Wars Explained videos just to get the plot summary of the episodes. And whenever there was one that wasn't about space whales, I would go watch that one.
Space whales or
I can't get over that.
Fucking Commander Frogs.
Commander Frogs?
You didn't see that Clone Wars episode where the frog was commanding all the droids, and it was like 3 episodes long. I fucking hated it.
Dude, I don't know.
It was like the WB frog with the fucking top hat and everything, and he's leading R2-D2 and C3 Dickface into fucking battle, and of course no one gets hurt, and it's just fucking ridiculous. I can't handle this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to beat this dead horse into the ground too, but we just need something that's a little more mature. And I'm not talking about like Game of Thrones gore and rape craziness, because that's not Star Wars. No, that's not Star Wars though.
It could be.
Not rated R level. I'm talking like the moments in Rogue One where everyone dies, and the Vader scene, and the moments in Revenge of the Sith where Anakin's murdering younglings. Like that dark parts of the movie, a whole thing that's in that tone.
Dude, it's got to be rated PG-18. Fucking right there.
And that's even higher than rated R.
Exactly.
Well, there we go. So I don't know. Maybe that's going to happen. But yeah, Han Solo, obviously, it's happening. I'm not the most excited about it, but it's happening.
Again, for me, pre-shitting on it, I'm still going to watch it. I'll still enjoy it.
Of course.
But, it's definitely, for the Kenobi film, I'm excited. But the Han Solo, there's so much up in the air. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still be there opening night. I'll still see it like 3 times in theaters, but just not geeked up like I am about Last Jedi, man. You're not gonna top that, man. They did it right. I'm telling you. The people that shit on episode 7, they don't understand.
They don't. Let's move on to this gaming thing. So what's the details on this mobile strategy game?
Well, I don't fucking know. Let's find out. I am not Rise of Power mobile strategy game. I'm not a big fan of app games at all. Let me switch over so people on the stream can see. I do not like mobile games on my phone. I don't know why. I just don't.
I don't mind them. It has to work right, though.
I hate when they do this. I hate when they do this. Literally, Lucasfilm and EA announced this game, an upcoming mobile strategy game. No details. It's coming out. I hate announcements like that. Like, there's no information about it at all.
Right. It's just, yeah.
It literally just says mobile game and the title.
Yeah.
People on Android can sign up for an alpha test. That's the only thing it says. There's a registration page for that, but there's no information, so I have no idea. It says it's a strategy game, so I'm assuming like a mobile version of like Empire at War kind of stuff, maybe.
Yeah, Ages of Empires. I'm sure something like that, where you just build up your people.
Yeah, so something like that, but we have no information, so that's fun.
If it was a simplistic game where you get to choose, like, let's just do the 4 or however many there are in Battlefront now. You can be Separatists, you can be Empire, Rebels, First Order, and Resistance or something like that. You get to pick one, and you get to build your shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been eager for a new strategy game to play. Age of Empires is coming back to Xbox One eventually, but I do remember playing the shit out of Empire at War back in the day. That was fun.
Empire at War. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I was thinking of another game. Yeah, Empire at War was a great... We've talked about it before, so I don't want to get into it, but it was a great idea. And the execution wasn't even bad, but it was so choppy that it was almost unplayable.
It's hard to fit all that shit in, man. Star Wars is getting to that point where... I mean, they're doing it right so far, but it's just really difficult. It has to be. Like, structurally and organization-wise. Organizationally? Is that a word? It's too long of a word. To fit everything in and to keep everything like structured like that, it's got to be intense, man.
What is it here? Some people on Twitter mentioned a Jabba spinoff. Oh, fucking hell no.
Yeah. So all right. So let's talk about the elephant in the room is the Kenobi thing. Another article that says a random source that we cannot identify has confirmed the possibility of this one director maybe signing on to do the Kenobi film. No script, no plans, no actors, no dates. No anything, but it's probably happening. So it seems to be confirmed. It's all over.
Pissed.
Guys, my mic. It's all over Twitter, and like actual Lucasfilm people that are on Twitter have been mentioning it. So I think it's legit. IGN posted it. A lot of popular sites posted it. It's just another one of those articles that didn't give us any information at all.
You're talking specifically about the Kenobi film?
Yes, Kenobi.
Okay.
Kenobi.
I'm excited because they could do it. I think the right way to do it is to talk about his upbringing a little bit, or maybe even just reference to it so you know where he's coming from. And then I assume it's going to be happening between 3 and 4, like his time on Tatooine or something.
I would hope so. If Ewan's going to do it, and that's the only person that should ever do it, right. I would assume so. I want to see Qui-Gon come back on screen. I want to see him. I want to see Obi-Wan learning to become a Force ghost and talking to Qui-Gon and like recounting all the issues from the Clone Wars and like sad that Anakin fell to the dark side and all this shit.
Dude, I'm already picturing a drunken Kenobi in a cantina, and from
that
other people's
too.
point of view, they're just like, oh yeah, he's a Jedi and he's talking to Force ghosts, and Kenobi's over there actually hammered talking to Qui-Gon like, fucking cheers, man. I fucking love you, man. Like,
this guy always comes in. He's drunk. He's trying to persuade me to give him free shit. Doesn't work. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Loves little boys. That's all I know about it. It's just kind of weird.
He won't shut up about this moisture farmer down the street. I can't have it.
Moisture farmer. Oh, Jesus.
Well, that wizard's just a crazy old man. Yeah, that's the whole consensus for the movie. That should be the opening crawl. Just pops open. Star Wars, Kenobi. That wizard's just a crazy old man, and then that's it. And then we go down to Tatooine, and he's drunk in the cantina.
And he's a crazy old man.
I would like to see, it would be really cool if, like, he's off the rails at first. Like, it'd be interesting if the movie starts and Obi-Wan's, like, not the perfect Jedi that's watching over Luke. Like, he kind of is so upset that he fucked up. Now he's, like, off track. And Qui-Gon has to come back as a Force ghost and, like, snap him out of it.
So this actually might be an issue to blend this in, because we know that Kenobi fights Darth Maul on Tatooine between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I think people are also saying that they want Maul to come back.
No, I've had enough already.
Well, he doesn't need to come back. We saw what happened to him.
Right, he died. He died 3 times in the canon universe.
Yeah, he died like 14 different times. Well, he'll probably come back though, because he does sell a lot of toys and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what to expect. I can't imagine them not casting Ewan and having it be post episode 3. But also, I can't imagine if it's post episode 3, what Obi-Wan's doing besides getting drunk on Tatooine, making sure Luke doesn't get eaten by wampas and shit.
Wampas and shit. Crate dragons are all over the place.
Wampas are not on Tatooine, obviously. I meant to say Bantha. So I don't know, man. I can't believe they actually are doing it, though. That seemed like one of the ones, like Kenobi and Boba Fett. I'm like, they're not going to do those. And then they announced it. I'm just like, oh, shit, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kenobi's got an interesting... Well, he's got a large fan base. I mean, Ewan played the character perfectly, so I don't think there's... I mean, the character himself's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way around it. It's just the plot and if it's actually screen-worthy, which with Disney behind it, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, moving on. Let's see.
We got a Force Friday coming up. It is a week already. A week from Thursday at midnight. Some shit's already been leaked. Of course, it happens. I popped into a few stores just to see if there was anything on the shelves from the Last Jedi stuff. Nothing local, but stuff has been leaked. It happened last year. It's on the shelves early, but we had a lot of fun at Force Friday for Force Awakens. I did not know what to expect. It ended up being pretty cool. Now that I get the point and I'm fully back into Star Wars, I would like to go and actually get a good amount of things. The Rogue One wasn't as huge as I was expecting, but this one should be big.
Yeah, if any episode ones are, and 8's gonna be fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have Kylo Ren, fucking TIE Fighter shit. It's gonna be fucking sweet.
Yeah, dude, his new TIE Fighter looks so awesome. But it's already popping up, man. Jesus. So anyone that's listening, fans of the show, if you're in Columbus, we'll be trying to figure out where to go. I think Target and Walmart and Toys R Us and a few others do it. So probably Target, but we'll be figuring out where we're going to go, and we'll be out there. Me and Tommy Boy and whoever else wants to fucking join up.
Hell yeah.
So come hang with us and get some cool shit at the store.
Or just stay at home and be a normal human being.
Yeah, don't fuck around with that. Come drop $300 on Star Wars toys, please.
Exactly.
Han Solo's done too, dude.
And all Legos.
And yeah, well, dude, honestly, that Lego TIE silencer is just, it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be fucking sweet, dude. All right. So last thing is, and the biggest thing. Did you see the Battlefront? Battlefront 2 Space fucking Invaders thing?
Yeah, I did.
Dude.
Dude.
I was so excited. Like it looks so perfect. They start in sequel trilogy era. You see the TIE silencer pop up after Poe Dameron, and then it like jumps back to original trilogy. They're fucking around in the ruins of the Death Star 2. You see Vader, and he's just taking people out left and right. Then you see the Falcon. You see Slave 1, Y-Wings. Like, there's every ship. We're going back to the original Battlefront, dude. Every ship. And then it like freezes, and then it goes back to Clone Wars. Arc 170 swoop in. You see the droid control ships, the fucking Star Destroyers, all the droid ships.
Just some fucking perfect variety. We don't need...
Dude.
I don't care how good it looks if I can't be anybody.
And then Darth Maul comes in cloaked. And then the craziest part, Yoda's in there in a fucking Jedi Starfighter. Yoda's in a Starfighter. I never thought that would ever happen.
See, for whatever reason, when I saw it, I thought he was in a TIE Fighter.
No, he was in one of those little Jedi Starfighters like Anakin and Obi-Wan have at the beginning of Episode 3.
If you think of the original Battlefront 2, you could beat Darth Maul and jump into a fucking TIE Fighter or whatever.
I don't know if... Could heroes jump into vehicles?
No, I actually... I take that back. But I'm just saying in a general sense, you could be like a droideka. Well, maybe not.
I don't think the heroes could go into stuff, but in general, we're talking about the variety of it.
Yeah.
Just like I said, there's too much in Star Wars to keep track of, and they're trying to keep track of it and throw it all in the game, which thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Darth Maul thing that popped up, Yoda in a starfighter, man. I did not expect to see that. That's awesome. And then the TIE Silencer just has me excited.
The game looks smooth too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way they were flying around and shooting out ships, because sometimes, like in Battlefront, the original, well, the newer Battlefront,
Yes.
the fucking space battle, air battles were impossible, and it didn't even get you anywhere, and it was just,
Yeah. It was so hard to do.
they were unflyable ships, so
Yeah.
that's why like this one, as long as they keep it easy,
Yeah. Dude, I just don't know what to say. I'm so happy. We talked so much mad shit about the first one, and I'm glad I don't have to like double back on what I said. It all came true, and they fucked it up, and now they're going to redeem themselves. Kind of makes it even better that we've had to wait this long to get the game that we wanted.
They should have just not released the first one, though. I guess it sold. It sold a lot of. I'm sure it sold out. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure it did, because you couldn't play it, so you bought it first before you knew how bad it was.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Well, it was a really successful graphics project for them, at least. They got all that shit out of the way.
Yeah.
Like you said, they went all the way to the snow, and now we're ready for a good fucking game.
Well, I wonder if they did the same thing or just built off the footage that they had from the original, because you could make an entire game. Well,
Probably.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I'm sure they were probably building off of it. Maybe did even the same process with the Clone Wars era stuff, and then the new things, and added them in there. But I mean, they got the engine down, which, like you said, it's really smooth, and that's a big part of it. Because obviously, you can't put out something in Star Wars when you have Industrial Light and Magic that's doing all of your effects and everything. The Star Wars games can't look like shit, and this doesn't. This looks awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to fly the clone gunship, the gunboat, whatever the fuck you call it.
Mm-hmm.
The like trapezoid looking thing, triangle thing. I
know the Urbania.
What does a trapezoid even look like? I don't know.
It's a triangle thing.
Clone attack gunship.
It's a U word, I think.
I think it's just called attack gunship. Republic attack gunship. Yeah, that's what I want.
Well, fuck. I thought I was gonna pull something out of this game that I play, because there's like a clone. It is a U word. I don't fucking know, but it's a badass looking little triangle.
Anyone that's watching right now, this is what I'm talking about. I knew it was like just a gunship, but yeah, like the troop transports. Fucking sweet. Oh, hey, it's Commander Cody. LAAT. Yeah. Is that it? I trust him.
What?
Keegan said it's the LAT. LAAT.
That's a lie. That must be a translation from Australia or something.
Totally different language over there. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is gonna be.
Here it is, the Umbaran Starfighter.
What?
This is the one I was talking about. That thing looks fucking sweet.
Starfighter. I'm gonna pull it up here because that's really tiny what you're showing me. What? That thing's crazy looking. What the fuck is that from?
It's supposed to be a clone Starfighter.
There's a Lego of it? I never even seen this in my life. I've never seen this shit before. Here, let me pull this up for you guys. I've never seen this before. That's crazy, man. Is it from like the Clone Wars or something?
I assume because it's the only person who can fly it is Fives. So,
huh? It's interesting looking. It doesn't look like a Republic ship. It looks like
it looks like a Separatist ship.
Well, it looks like it would be a mercenary ship or something, like the Star Viper. Is one of my favorite ships in that X-Wing miniatures game.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see this, Mopar, sorry, but it looks like this. So that Umbaran thing looks kind of similar. It's got some crazy ass fucking wings on it and shit. I don't know, man. You just blew my mind right now. Never seen that before.
It's the only thing I'm blowing. I've had enough of you.
Man, Legos and everything.
Yeah, they build a Lego before it's even canon. They're like, we're gonna make this shit fucking look cool.
They did that with a few things in X-Wing because like you get to a point before everything came back with Force Awakens, like we need more ships so we can keep making money, but we're out of canon. So let's just make a ship up, and then hey, you guys over Lucasfilm, write a story to go along with this.
Right? If you want to make more money, we're selling this shit. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Keegan pulled it out. He said it's a low altitude assault transport.
Low altitude assault transport.
LAT. So that's it. I had no idea.
I'm looking it up.
Do it.
The LAT. Oh, that's okay. Just a standard with it's got the two testicles on the side that like look around.
Yeah.
It's kind of got like iguana eyeballs that can each like look each way on the side of the head.
Is the one that Padme falls out of and Anakin gets pissed.
Exactly.
Come to your senses.
He wasn't jumping down there anyways. There was a bunch of sand. He's fucking terrified of that shit. So.
They were up pretty high. I didn't even realize or I couldn't believe that Padme survived that shit. She didn't have any armor on, just that white thing that was almost completely off.
With that midriff, she could have fucking she would have survived anything.
Well, shit.
That was risque. Back in episode 2 days. What were we? What year did that come out? 02?
I did not even see that one in theaters. Actually,
I don't think I did either.
Shame on me, Star Wars fan.
I've never seen any of the original trilogy, and I may have seen episode 1, and I assume I saw 3 with you. So
Yeah, I think we probably talked about this, but I've seen episode 4 special edition, 97 or whatever, episode 1, episode 3, and episode 7 in theaters, and that's it.
And Rogue.
Yeah, I forgot about it because there's no characters in it. Rogue One.
They all die. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even count.
Yes, I did see Rogue One. And I've seen episode 7 in theaters the most out of anything else. Yeah, we all did make a trip out to see Revenge of the Sith. Man, we were so fucking excited for that movie.
I don't remember that at all. Probably hammered.
It was like me, you, and Steve, Dustin, Ryan, Eric, probably a few other people. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember specifically. And then a few weeks later, some drunk asshole was mumbling quotes from episode 3 in the corner. It ended up being Lord Kerner. And it's been a wrap ever since. So which ones have you seen in theaters? You saw 1, 2, and 3?
I saw 1, 3, 7, and Rogue.
You skipped episode 2 as well?
I don't remember. I actually don't even remember seeing 1, but I assume I did because it was like the first one that came back out.
Well, we were super young at that point.
The only ones I can for sure remember is 7 and Rogue, and you say I saw 3, so those are the only 3 that's like confirmed.
The only 2 that you can remember are the ones in the last 2 years.
Yep.
How drunk were you for 27 years?
Quite, enough.
Oh man. Yeah, dude. The thing that got me into Star Wars actually was Legos.
I was into Legos pretty fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
Even at like a super young age, I had a whole bucket of them, and I would just make ships. Airships or spaceships. I would make my own shit. So.
Yeah, and then episode 1 came out. I think that was the first wave of Star Wars Legos of any kind. And
I don't think I ever owned any Star Wars Legos actually.
Oh yeah, dude. Star Wars Legos, that was the shit. That's what got me into it. That and episode 1 came out and I was hooked. I got Anakin's pod racer for Christmas. I was like, shit, man. Never going back.
Well,
Star Wars for life.
What's funny? So when episode 1 came out, that was in the day, the era of the death of the VHS and the rise of the DVD.
Yeah.
And I remember we didn't have a DVD player yet. So when I special ordered it from UHF or whatever the fuck.
Not Amazon, because there was no Amazon back then.
The what was the media store?
VHF. No, that's not right.
FHM? No. For your entertainment.
FYM. FYE. God damn it.
FYE for your entertainment.
That's a Steve Brule video just waiting to happen.
So I pre-ordered it from FYE in cassette. So I do remember, and I remember going to pick it up because we didn't have a DVD player yet. So in '99, we still didn't have one.
Yeah, I know you're one of the few people that actually had the box set of the original trilogy, unaltered, on VHS.
Yeah, I think I have it here with me. I always bring that along. You know what? I don't know. Except you don't have a VHS player to watch it on. That's true, but it's still nostalgia. I'm sure it might be worth something, but I don't know. Probably not. I don't know what to do with my special edition DVDs of Star Wars. Like, I obviously don't need them anymore. I've got everything on Blu-ray. So why would I need a DVD version of it? So I'm about to just chuck those into fucking trash. But it's hard to get rid of any Star Wars shit.
Don't chuck them.
Well, I mean, toss them aggressively.
Force thrust them into the trash. No, that is a good point. Tommy Boy left his Blu-rays here like 2 years ago. And I still have. He must not love Star Wars. Fucking asshole. So I just watched those, and then I bought a few of the digital versions. So I have Force Awakens and stuff, a few others on digital. So I just watch them from my computer or stream it to the Xbox or whatever. But yeah, I haven't touched those DVDs for years. They're probably all completely scratched. I can't watch any of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I the two things that I've gone through so many copies in my life are Star Wars DVDs. I constantly had to like reorder a new one because it was all fucking scratched up or whatever, something happened.
And Metallica CDs.
And Metallica albums. I had like 4 Master of Puppets in my life.
I remember I didn't have Master of Puppets for a while, and I tried to rip your CD onto my iTunes, and half the songs would like jump like a minute ahead and then like jump backwards, and they would just skip all over the place, even though I copied onto my iTunes just because they were so scratched.
Yep. And I still have those scratched on my iTunes. I downloaded those like 2 decades ago somehow. And I still remember it goes master, and I remember the exact time.
Classic. Oh my God, that's hilarious, man.
Terrible. I remember one time you and I, actually it was at FYE back at the mall in Menor. I bought a Ride the Lightning, and then we went and there was like a guy like playing with fucking helicopter, like toy helicopters or something. And I left my CD on the fucking thing, and someone stole it, so I had to go back and buy another one that fucking day.
Yeah, I do remember that. He was like demoing those helicopters in one of those kiosks. And you set your thing down to try it out and then walked away without it.
Yep.
Remember that one time you had a Pink Floyd shirt on and some guy kept calling you Pink?
No.
Some asshole kept yelling at you and he just kept trying to call you Pink and get your attention because you were wearing a Pink Floyd shirt. And you're like so oblivious.
I don't remember that at all.
Some douche at the mall.
I remember some girl yelling at me. And called me like a douchebag and whatever. And she said, "Kid, you're a douchebag." I said, "Kid, bitch, I'm your father," and walked the fuck away. We were douchebags back then.
Oh, it's too much. Yeah, dude, my wife tells me stories about the dumb shit that her middle school students do at school. And I was like, I'm so sorry. That was me and Mopar our entire life. I feel so bad now. Those teachers.
Oh, that's the other thing that I can make stories about is like what happened in physics and
French
all
class.
That shit. Dude, yeah. Oh my God. It's just unforgivable things.
Hector, the mofo from that video.
Exactly.
Somewhere on some archaic computer at my parents' house, rotting away, there's remnants of some videos that we made in high school, but I can't fucking find them, so I don't know.
Well, we'll give the gist of it. It was called a Sama play, which is like, what for your pleasure or something? Like, let me help you or something like that? No? Yes?
For your pleasure. I don't know. I don't remember. It was like anyways, it's like a main phrase in French. So when she introduced it, we had to all make videos of, like using Sama play in a bunch of different fucking situations. And ours had nothing to do with French. It had nothing to do with. We said Sama play like 3 times throughout the whole thing. It was just CKY clips and my little brother like shooting us with Nerf guns and a bunch of ridiculousness.
We had a war scene with our Mexican buddy. We were running from the Nazis, and it was just fucking nuts. And half of it was like CKY stuff. So there was like cussing all throughout it because we had "Eat My Fuck" in there. That little
and no one knew
music video.
And no one knew. Oh, Sama plays. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah. That's it. It just says I like it for your pleasure. You say.
Don't know.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was just 100% madness.
Yeah, and we didn't even tell you half of the good stuff. There's so much stupid shit that happened in physics. Unforgivable. But what else is going on? What else do we have? Episode 112.
Dude, besides Battlefront and the Kenobi thing, we haven't gotten much.
So what else is coming out, like game-wise this year? Anything?
I'm not up to the games, man. I am not following the video game world recently at all. I just don't have too much time to play, so I've just been literally just playing Battlefield and Dark Souls, and that's it.
Yeah,
until Battlefront
that's
comes
where
out.
I'm at. I've literally played Battlefield with you guys and Deadpoolio, and then outside of that, I've downloaded a game on my computer.
Yeah, yeah. So we mentioned probably maybe an episode or two ago. Age of Empires they're coming out with like an ultimate super extra special edition, and it's going to be available on Xbox One.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I want that badly. I'm excited for that. And they're making the Xbox One backwards compatible for original Xbox games. I don't know if it's going to be everything or just
KOTOR.
some. Yeah, like they did with the 360. It's just some. So yeah, once that happens, I'm excited to play some KOTOR. And I've had this game, the Gauntlet Legends Dark Legacy. I've had it sitting here, the original Xbox game. It won't play on the 360. It's not backwards compatible. So I'm waiting to see if that will actually like fire up and play on the Xbox One, because it's basically just a better version of the Gauntlet Legends for N64. And I want to fucking play it all day.
Well, it's the same thing, except there's like double the game. Like
it's just updated, and there's like 4 more worlds or something. That's it.
Yep.
And they added the Egyptian thing, which is pretty sweet.
Hell yeah. That game was so hard. Like, we always played it on easy and just ran around and fucking shot things, but dear God, if you turn that difficulty up, it's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the things I'm excited for are games that are 20 years old that are getting remade.
Hey, I'm in the same boat. I just downloaded a game from
StarCraft.
fucking 1996.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Age of Empires, I think they're redoing, I don't know if it's 1, 2, and 3, like all combined, or if it's just the original one. But the original one's about the same time period.
I never played 3.
Yeah, 3 was colonial era. I wasn't a big fan.
2 was my favorite.
2's the best
and
one.
I haven't played 1 in a long time.
I've been wanting to play, so there's a few people that have like ported a version of it for Mac. So I've played the second one in the past like 2 or 3 years a couple times, but they don't have my stance moves. They don't have the first one for whatever reason on Mac. So I haven't played that, dude, since like 10th grade, 11th grade. I've been dreaming of it.
All right.
That's it.
What? That's it?
In terms of video games, there's nothing else.
I'm going to look up a list here.
A list of what?
And we're going to shit on it. All right.
We'll be just like Star Wars fans. It'll be awesome.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get pissed here real quick. Let's see here. So I got a list here, and it says the best classic video games.
Oh, boy.
So it's saying from the 60s through the year 2000. So it's including like N64.
I guess that makes sense. That was 17 fucking years ago.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll just run through. I mean, they have the top. What is this? What did I say?
50?
It says just the best. But it is.
I don't want to talk about 1960s like some game with dots on a server at Harvard. I don't care about those.
I mean, they have it's all the way up to 100, and I think I don't know. But I'll do the top 10 of this list.
Do it.
And see if we agree, because I'm seeing some major names up here. But
Ocarina of Time. It's got to be on there. Mario 3 is probably on there.
Okay. Keep going. Let's see how many you can
Final
name.
Fantasy 7.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, you gave up already. All right.
Parappa
Well, you got two of them.
Parappa the Rappa is probably on there.
Paperboy.
Tell me. All right. Here's what we do as a quiz. Tell me what the console is, and I'll try to name the game.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
What do you mean?
Well, like there wasn't a lot of cross-platform ones back then. So if you're like, this one's on NES, and I'll probably be like, Mario.
All right, 10 is PC.
Age of Empires.
No.
StarCraft.
No.
No fucking idea, man.
All right.
I didn't play PC games that much.
So number 10 is Doom.
Ah, yes. That makes sense.
Number 9 is Legend of Zelda. That was on many platforms.
That was the first one, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So
Speaking
that was
of-
on NES and Game Boy. And
Yeah.
so number 8 is Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart from 1992.
Ah, yes. Super Nintendo, man.
1992.
first
Number 7, Tetris, the Soviet mind game. Jesus, I've never heard of that.
That's Tetris, motherfucker.
Hell
Why
yeah.
is Tetris on the list?
Next? Number 6, you had mentioned Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
Is actually number 6.
Yeah.
Number 5, Donkey Kong from 1981. So I think that's
Really?
the Donkey Kong where you're literally just climbing up the thing.
So you play as Mario in that one?
Yes, I think
That's
so.
so dumb.
I believe so. We have Super Mario Brothers, the original one for the NES, the
Dude.
one that you got free.
I'm pissed about the Donkey Kong one.
Yeah, you're about to get pissed more. So we've already got through Super Mario Brothers 3 and Super Mario Brothers.
So what? Number 2?
Number 3
Super Mario World.
is Mario Bros from 1983, and that was literally just, I believe that one was, there was like 3 pegs on each side and stuff like rolled across it, and you had to like jump over. It was
That's the Donkey Kong one.
No, it's slightly different. It is slightly different because you can be Luigi in the Mario Bros.
Huh.
It's slightly different.
Why is that on top of the list?
And then number 2 is Pac-Man.
Why?
Why?
Why'd you even include...
I'm not a big fan of Pac-Man, but it was fucking huge.
Why'd you even include the whole 90s if you're not going to add the rest of that shit?
Exactly. But for a fucking stab in the heart redemption, number 1, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Good. That is one of the best games ever.
So just outside of the top 10, 11 we had Mortal Kombat, 12 we had Super Mario World, 13 was Space Invaders, 14 was Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and 15 was Galaga.
Huh.
Oh, 16 was Contra. So fuck
Nice. Yeah, so this is where...
Oh my God, Paperboy's on here in the top 20. I said that as a joke.
This is relating exactly to why I get pissed at old Star Wars fans for shitting on everything. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's good. The original, the Donkey Kong game where you run up a red ramp and jump over barrels. It's not the 9th best classic game ever.
The Donkey Kong game, it didn't say best. It just said, well, I guess it did. It says the best classic video games.
Yeah, it's like,
but like,
come on,
the
man.
original Mario Bros. Shouldn't be up there. Super Mario Bros. From NES should be up there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, even the original Mario.
But yeah, Tetris, it's just, come on. There's better games than Tetris, including Contra, Galaga, Super Smash Brothers, fucking everything else.
And where's the Final Fantasy game?
Let me look to see where the first Final Fantasy game is. 33, Final Fantasy 6.
And 7 is even the first Final Fantasy one up there? That's blasphemy. Fuck that
7
list.
is 40.
That's
Yep.
That's BS. Fuck that
The
list.
other one that should
Pissed
be
at it.
probably in my top 10 would be Super Mario 64. I loved that game.
That's a BuzzFeed list. Fuck that article.
I don't know who this is by. I should have probably mentioned that. Total Nerd. Never heard of it.
Well, that triggered me. So that's great.
That's always a good way to start or end an episode, is just to get fucking triggered on a list that some dickhead made.
Here's a list of someone's fucking opinions that you don't agree with. Let's talk about it.
Exactly. That does make me, and Anticipation should be the best one ever. But and I think, by the way, I have your Anticipation somehow, some way, because I have two copies.
Oh shit.
Either or, maybe I had a backup one because
Submarine, Mr. Wayne.
Anticipation, Mr. Wayne.
We got some troll in the chat room. I don't know what to do about it.
Well, you can send kisses in the mail.
I will.
This is the last rant I have to go on. So we bought a bunch of furniture the other day. Well, yesterday, and we were putting it all together.
The way you just said furniture is hilarious.
Furniture.
You smashed it all together.
Bunch of furniture.
We must have bought a furniture all day.
But so I was sitting there, and we just popped on the TV, and we were on Comedy Central, and Superbad came on. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get to see all of Superbad. But because it's on cable, they have it all fucking bleeped out, or they had it like a completely altered version of it that they actually recorded.
Oh,
like,
really?
It was not the same movie at all. They had full scenes completely cut out, and then they recorded it with them not cussing and shit.
Maybe they threw in some like deleted scenes or something with the altered version.
No, I think they actually, like, when they filmed it, they made two versions because they were complete scenes that I had never seen before.
Yeah, I wonder if the studio was like, you need to make something that gets played on TV so we can make some money.
Yeah.
Speaking of Superbad, 10 year anniversary. It was a few days ago. I saw Seth Rogen tweeted something. I think it was last week. It was the 10-year anniversary.
That's amazing. It's still one of my top. It's got to be in my top 5 easily comedies of all time. We did that. Here's a fucking wraparound for the end of the episode. We did that episode 3 or 4 with Andy. We talked about the best comedies. Yeah, I think we each picked 2. I think we each picked 3, didn't we? Well, let's do 5 right now. Comedies. Oh Jesus, I can't. My list is gonna be terrible because I don't even know what options I have. Any comedies ever. I do hate trying to make lists off the top of my head because there's shit I forget. Yeah, and I'll go back and I'll be like, oh, come on. So let's do 3 because 5's pushing it. Let's do 3. UHF, Superbad, and then if I had to pick one more, Dumb and Dumber. Oh man, I'm conflicted. I'm trying to pick 3. I'm trying to pick like different types of comedy. So Superbad is just vulgar, and then I'm trying to decide between like Dewey Cox and Wet Hot American Summer are like humor that you almost don't get for a second, and then I'm thinking something classic like Wayne's World or Dumb and Dumber, and I'm trying to narrow it down. That means I got a Ace Ventura to worry about. That's too many options. Yeah, for how good Ace Ventura is, that as you get older, I think it gets worse slowly. It's not terrible. Gradually gets worse. But Dumb and Dumber is still fucking amazing to me. That's true. I think I'm gonna pick Superbad, Wet Hot American Summer, and Wayne's World. Wow. And 4 and 5 would probably be Walk Hard, and then either Dumb and Dumber or Ace Ventura. Something by Jim Carrey's got to go up there somewhere. Yeah, I just looked up. So see, I'm forgetting things though, like UHF. Yeah, UHF. I have to put UHF. I laugh every fucking time. Every time I watch it. There's too many options. Shit. What'd you forget? Caddyshack. Yeah, I might have to bump out. Ooh, Dumb and Dumber for Caddyshack. No way. I don't know, man. Since I caddied for 9 years, it speaks to my heart. That's speaks right to my loins. Well, so if I had to do top 5, I would add Caddyshack, and then fuck, man, that's so hard. Yeah, that's like impossible. Your camera is freaking out. Just turn off the autofocus. Oh goodness, I'm solid with that Wayne's World for sure. Superbad. Yeah, and it's either Wet Hot American Summer. Yeah, I'm solid. Wow, I'm solid. Yeah,
They make
that's
me
tough.
happy.
There's so many options out there.
Yeah.
Monty Python's way the fuck up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's all the fuck we're gonna say right now.
For your pleasure.
For your pleasure. Rogue Squad, that's got to be the episode.
Yep.
Episode 112. For your pleasure.
I'm gonna mark it down.
So if you guys didn't hear us ranting and raving at the fucking beginning of the goddamn show, go on to the Patreon page, patreon.com/Rogue Squad Pod. You guys can help us out by submitting some fucking dataries. Just a couple bucks a month. It would really help us out. Keep us up recording every week. Keep us paying for the goddamn website and
drunk.
the upload shit and all of it. If you guys are interested in getting stickers, you can send us your address, DM it, email it, any of it, and we can send out our extra sticker stuff.
We got plenty, so just let us know. Just
Yeah,
send them
I'm
over.
about to start just sticking it. I mean, on like
Stop signs and shit.
baby. Yeah, pop. That's what I meant. So
Babies' foreheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, let us know. We sent out a batch last week. No one has said that they got them. So maybe every time.
Yeah, we did have. Shit. I'm gonna find him.
Maybe I wrote down the wrong address for people in the fucking house.
No, he tagged us in it and said, got the shit. Hey, it was out of Dayton.
Oh, Kylo Ren guy?
Yeah, Kylo Ren guy. Kylo Ren guy.
So what's we call him? It's Kylo. It's a gay guy.
Kangas for guy. I gotta find. I think his name's Zach.
Zach Merritt?
Yeah, that sounds right. Actually.
Yeah, he's not in Dayton. He's in Huber Heights, which is up by Cleveland, I think.
Oh fuck him. Never mind.
He's an Ohioan.
Ohioan. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rogue Squadron Podcast. You know what the fuck it is. We'll see you next time on episode 113. 1100.
Nice.
1100. 1100. So episode 1100.
We gotta obviously not right away, but we gotta start doing like group chats with the Patreoners.
Patreonites.
Like just like a group call. Like we could do Zoom too, like just a group video call, like once a month or something.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. And I've already started recording some of those like story videos that I'm going to start posting on there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to like tease them on Instagram where I'll put like just a tidbit of the story on our, our live feed or whatever fuck.
I was thinking we should maybe start I had the idea, I don't remember when, but we should start a podcast where we try to recant all of our ridiculous stories from high school and things. Where like each story or scenario was a different episode.
Yeah, but that should all be extra special shit that only our patrons get.
We could do that for a while, and then depending on how many we end up with, we could release them all as a podcast.
True. That was my idea for the people, that it give them at least incentive to dump in money.
No, fuck those people.
No, that's what I want.